you are living your best life in your perfect dream house. You know, basically like Barbie and Ken. But you just can't get that perfect shade of pink for your walls. Nah, that's too pink. No, that's too light. No, that's way too dark. No, 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 no. It's just not right. Now, this would be hilarious if you are Barbie and Ken is painting the walls of your dream house for you. However, it's not funny when you are talking about a shade of a person's skin instead of walls. Many of us grew up hearing remarks about our skin tone such as, stare at the sun, you'll get too dark, or maybe you should get a little tan, you are too pale. It's as if Goldilocks herself was a judge of our colors. Not too light, not too dark, but just right. This act that we find ourselves unknowingly doing is called colorism. Colorism can be seen all across the world and even in yourself. For instance, when you say, oh no, my summer tan is fading, you are instinctively expressing colorism. Many people have not heard the term colorism, and they most likely assume it's the same concept as racism. However, this is further from the truth. In simple terms, colorism is discrimination or bias based on the color or shade of a person's skin, often favoring lighter or darker skin tones over others. Over time, colorism has meant different things in different cultures. So today, we are first going to establish what exactly colorism is. Then, we will dive into the origins of colorism and how colorism differs between cultures. Until finally, we will understand how colorism is prevalent in our societies and its negative effects. So first, what exactly makes colorism different from racism? According to Kedrick Herring, a professor in the Department of Sociology at the University of Illinois, colorism is the discriminatory treatment of individuals falling within the same racial group on the basis of skin color, while racism is discrimination, hatred, or violence directed at people because of things like their race, ethnicity, or where they are from. The key word here is same racial group. Colorism is discrimination within your own race and ethnicity. It is rooted in the internalized belief that some shades are superior or inferior to others. It can be seen in beauty standards, marriage preferences, or media representation within a racial group. For example, lighter-skinned individuals might be deemed more attractive or trustworthy in some cultures. Take a look at this popular ad that is shown all across South Asian countries. It depicts this lady sad when she's tan and happier when she's fair. According to a case study done by the American Sociological Association in 2021, colorism has afflicted societies for nearly as long as racism, but has received far less attention in the sociological research. Understanding the factors influencing our skin color is a significant aspect. Our skin color is determined by the amount of melanin, which is a substance in your body that produces hair, eye, and skin pigmentation. According to Joseph Sailing in 2023, how much melanin your skin has is mainly a matter of your genetic makeup, sunlight exposure, hormones, skin damage, and exposure to certain chemicals. Now, we will explore the origins of colorism and how it varies across cultures. When looking toward the origins of colorism, Katie Covert in 2021 explains, in Asian communities, this was a part of their culture long before they met the Europeans. People with the luxury of staying inside and avoiding physical labor outdoors had lighter skin. Lighter skin became a symbol of higher class. Gonlin, assistant professor in the Franklin College of Arts and Science Department of Sociology, states this was also the case historically in Europe, where having blue veins or blue blood, which refers to having pale and cool toned skin, thus making veins look blue, was viewed as having noble or untainted blood. The history of skin lightening has its roots in ancient civilizations. In essence, these insights demonstrate the longevity and complexities of colorism, showing how it has evolved in cultural context. Newman Adam, a journalist at the BBC, explains that ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans used honey and olive oil to whiten their skin to enhance their appearance. But it's clear that the plague of colorism has only gotten worse as the years pass by. A study conducted by ASA states skin lightening is a multi-billion-dollar global industry that revolves around colorism. In fact, Holland in 2022 points out that the global market for skin whitening was estimated at $8 billion in 2022 and projected to increase by nearly half that within 6 years. Women accounts for 80% of the sales worldwide. But in the West, the stereotype changed from being tan being inferior to being superior. The pursuit of pale started to change during the American Industrial Revolution. The working class relocated to factories, so a tan was no longer a sign of manual labor outdoors. Tanning is one of the significant ways colorism can be seen in our world today. In the United States alone, the market size measured by revenue of the tanning salon industry was $1.8 billion in 2022. Multiple studies have shown that being tan means that you are more attractive and also perceive people more appealing with the golden glow. According to Skin Cancer Foundation in an article called Why Do We Still Tan by Kirsta Bennett in 2023, in the Western world for the past century or so, acquiring a tan has often appealed to those with the palest skin, who may have been teased for looking pasty and wanted to appear more healthier and wealthier. Ironically, this skin type is most at risk for developing skin cancer. Moving on to exploring the impacts of colorism in our modern era reveals some of its most notorious historical examples, such as the brown paper bag test, which segregated the Black communities in the United States. As Marita Golden, the author of Don't Play in the Sun, One Woman's Journey Through the Color Complex explains, this test involved placing a brown paper bag against one's skin. And if you were darker than this bag, you were denied entry to a social event. Another example is the American nursery rhyme that goes, if you are black, stay back. If you are brown, stick around. If you are yellow, you're mellow. And if you are white, you're all right. I have personally been impacted by colorism. Back in the olden days when I was a preschooler and my sister was a first grader, while waiting for our parents to pick us up after school, my sister's friend made a joke. He said, quote, which briefly translates to, you know that blackie you got there? Who's ever gonna marry her? My sister, who is too kind to even kill a spider, brought out her karate skills and caused some damage to his ding dong. Unfortunately, not everyone has a sister or someone who can bring out their karate skills. And that's why in 2018, a 14-year-old Indian girl decided to take her own life after hearing remarks about her skin tone being too dark. This is not an isolated experience. According to an article by the Kebi, based on a Native American, Cooper does not remember making a conscious choice about bleaching her skin. Growing up, everyone around her was bleaching their skin. Her mom, her school friends, and her aunt. So she did it too. For 9 years, she rubbed cream all over her face and body, covering up with tights and long sleeves because she believed that would make her bleach work better. Not only that, they find that the media and the internet are also trying to change children's perspective and showing them that being lighter is prettier. Take the animated movie Wreck-It Ralph 2, in a scene where all the Disney princesses are having a slumber party in their modernized outfits. Unfortunately, modernizing Princess Tiana seemed to mean that she had to have her skin lightened and her features whitened. This highlights how even our beloved characters are not immune to colorism's impact. The enduring legacy of colorism continues to shape our modern world, from its historical roots from the paper bag test to its contemporary manifestation in media, society, and individual experiences, reminding us of the ongoing need for awareness and change. While the search for the perfect shade of pink can be whimsical in the world of Barbie and Ken, our perceptions of skin color holds a far more significance in reality. The childhood comments about staying under the sun or needing a tan, while Goldilocks searches for her just right color, reveals this prevalent yet unnoticed phenomenon. In the quest for a more equitable world, recognizing and dismantling colorism is a significant way towards celebrating the diverse beauty of every shade and ensuring that no one is judged by the color of their skin. Thank you.